What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Big Jon's Cooking. Yes, it's your host Jon here. We're doing a leftovers episode today, so yeah, I needed to make myself something to eat. I had some stuff laying around, so just decided to show you all, something you all could do. Another dish you all can make. Another little easy thing you all can make with your food. I'm gonna be making salmon croquettes. And I'm going to have some rice with the side of it. Yeah, let's get right into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming back. And yeah, let's go. Let's eat. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the pot to heat up, the pan, the pot to heat up. I'm gonna show y'all what I have to put in it. This is the breading I'm using. This is what I use. Yes, it's good stuff. I would like to one day use actual fish and make it from scratch, but this is the what you have on hand or cheapest version. I'm using some pink salmon. This is the one I like to use. And that's the one I advise getting. So what I advise is open the can up, and then put some water in it and then drain it out. Do it about 2 or 3 times just to make sure all the excess juices are out, and then carefully take it out and put it in a bowl and take the bones out. The bones can break and be pretty fragile for the canned version, so just be careful with that. Garlic powder. I'm gonna put some rosemary in it because that goes with meat. Goes with meats well. Has a nice flavor. Oregano, of course, you know how we get down. Got some herbs that prevents. That's always good with seafood and fish. Got some parsley. I'm gonna use a little bit of that, not too much. And some salt and pepper. Outside of that, you're gonna see the vegetables that we have. Let me see if this is, yep, this is pretty warm. Oh, and you're gonna need an egg too, an egg. All right, so I have some carrots actually. I got some carrots. We're gonna put a little bit of that in there, not too much. And I already have some avocado oil in here. There we go. That's all the carrots we're gonna use. Green onions. Let's say green onions. Green bell peppers. A mix of green and red. Onion. Shallots. We're gonna let that cook for a second. Just let that cook down, and we'll be back when that's more cooked down and ready to move on to the next step. Alright, the camera died while I was cutting up some ginger, but we're back. So, forgot about the ginger, but I'm gonna add everything else now, including the ginger. Very finely diced mushrooms, some garlic, and you don't have to add all this. I would say the necessities are the garlic, the bell peppers, and the onions. Everything else is optional. Add some scallions and this ginger. Yes sir, nice base, nice flavor. Alright, go ahead and mix that up. Yes sir, liking how that's smelling. Just gonna let that sit on the heat for a little bit. So you can go ahead and stop cooking that. And throw it in a bowl with the salmon. Like so. Go ahead and mix it with your hands. And keep one hand clean. One hand clean. That looks nice. Well and incorporated. Alright. Once you got that incorporated, Go ahead and add your seasonings. All these seasonings smell good. My. All right. Season it to your liking, liberally, generously to your liking. Of course, we like oregano on this channel, so you know, gots to get that in. Garlic powder, salt and pepper. Don't want too much though, because you know the fish is already salty itself. Some parsley, some herbes de Provence, some Provence for your herbs, and some rosemary. I like to break mine up in my hand. I'm gonna add a little olive oil just for some flavor. That's it. It's not sponsored. The California Ranch. They make some high quality, very affordable olive oil. Now that we got everything in here, get in there, get in there. Go ahead and crack the egg. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all saw that? That was not on purpose. The first time it didn't work, so I added a lot of strength to it, but it was too much strength. Let's just make sure there's no more shell in there. That was horrible. Y'all didn't see that. Too much strength on the egg crack. Be wary. I work out. Fortunately, we got majority of it in the bowl and not out the bowl. Know what I'm saying? All right. And continue to mix. It's been a while since I made these too. A while. Anybody that I've let try them, they loved them. Even one person said that my salmon croquettes reminded them of their mothers. And that was a big compliment. Because their mother loved to cook, and they loved their mother's cooking, and they love to cook, so. And they like my salmon croquettes a lot, so, you know, hopefully they see this video and they have the recipe, and they too can have the salmon croquettes anytime they please. You know, if you like my videos, any of my videos, you think they could be helpful to somebody, you know, share it. Just a button, a click, you know. Now we got that mixed up and incorporated and mingled properly. Go ahead and rinse your hands off. So what you want to do is you just want to take some, make it into a nice little ball shape, and then make it into like a patty. Whatever size you choose, you know. This is fine for me. I'm gonna bring it closer so y'all can see. Bars. Yep. Just keep doing that. And actually what I'm about to do, I'm about to start heating up my oil. What I usually use like vegetable oil or something like that, but this time I got some coconut oil, so I'm about to put that in the pan first, real quick. Plus it's a neutral oil. You don't need a whole lot. I don't suggest you to do this in a skillet because it's just going to require more oil of you, because it's going to require more space for you to put enough oil in it, you know. If that makes sense. You want the oil to reach, at least reach halfway to, you know, halfway of the patty. So you don't want to have this big old pan where it requires you to fill more space and use more oil in order to reach half of the patty, you know? So you want to, I suggest something smaller, a pot, you know, I guess you can call this a one pot as well. I'm gonna show y'all. So a pot like this, you know, it's smaller in the circle, but it takes less oil for you to do that. So you don't have to use as much oil. In the same pot that you cook the vegetables in, which is what I did, just, you know, clean it out, rinse it out, wipe it out, and you can cook the oil in it and heat the oil up in it, you know, cook your salmon croquettes in it. To be honest, you can use just about any oil to fry this. Really.
My patties.
And once I get done making these patties, ooh, a little piece of rosemary right there. Y'all can see it. And once I get done making these patties, I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. Shaping the patties. Shaping them. Bam! Some nice salmon croquettes that are nicely molded and ready to be breaded. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them, bread them, put them in there. And as I said, keep one hand clean. One hand's to grab the croquettes. The other is to mix them in the breading. And back to the same hand to grab the croquettes to put them in the oil. Go ahead and turn the heat up though. You just don't want to overcrowd it, but you know, as you can see, we still got space for more. Oh, I mixed up the hands. I'm just gonna keep them frying until they're, you know, nice and golden. Then we're gonna flip them. And if you feel like the oil's gonna, you know, get everywhere on the stove, my favorite thing in the world now, splatter guard. But we don't need that because I have a pot and it's deep enough. Oh, it's starting to smell good. And I have them on like a 6 to 7 right now, like a low, high, medium. So it's taking about 5 minutes for it to get this far. So between like 5 and 7 minutes, that's how long it's going to take for it to brown before you can flip it. Those look browned nicely, mate. What you want to do is get a container with some paper towels in it, you know, so it can soak up all that grease and all that oil. Oh, it's still browning on the other side, but they're, you know, pretty firm. Yes, sir. That looks nice and golden and crispy. Ooh, it's breaking. Rinse and repeat. All right. So, I haven't finished cooking all of my croquettes yet. I will say, add some more salt to them. I forgot about this. It's been a while since I made them, but it brings out the fish taste in them. So just do that. Trust me. Trust me. Just follow my recipe. Add more salt. You'll be fine. If you have like, I used to add adobo to it, and that's where I would get messed up with the salt because I would add salt and pepper, but then the adobo had salt in it too, and that'd be like double the salt. That's where I would mess up. But I don't add adobo to it anymore, so add a little bit of extra salt to bring out that flavor in it. You'll be golden. I'm about to do my rice. And y'all know I already got y'all know how I get down my soursop leaf, my basil in there. I'm doing 2 cups of rice. So I'm doing 3 cups of water. 1.5 cups of water to a cup of rice. Also dash some cardamom in there, not too much. That is enough. Mix all that up. I've never tried star anise in my rice. I want to try that one day. I don't have that right now, so not today. And you just want to bring this to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then you put it on simmer, cook it for 15 minutes. That's it. That's all. Till then, I'll be enjoying one of these bebers and letting this water boil. These are good. With a little bit, make a lot, and I'm eating good. Now I'm teaching y'all how to too. There we go. Yeah, now we turn that down to simmer. And just let it do its thing for 15 minutes. And one more thing, be patient with the rice. Don't take the top off when you turn it down to simmer. Don't take the top off. Don't do none of that. Just be patient, 15 minutes. Follow my steps, get the rice, rinse it off properly at least 3 times or until the water runs clear. 1.5 cups to each cup of liquid to each cup of rice, at least for short grain rice or regular rice like jasmine rice or parboiled or anything, white rice. Bring it to a boil. I forgot to add salt and pepper in it, but that's okay. I'm gonna do that now while it's still boiling. Once it comes to a boil, turn it down to simmer immediately, put the top on it, and just let it sit for 15 minutes. I promise you it will be perfect every time. every time. Me fluffing this rice. Look at that. Yes. Perfectly cooked. Nothing burnt. No water. Right on time. Just perfect rice. I told y'all every time. I'm gonna remove this from the heat. Alright, now let me tell y'all something about disposing of oil. Never ever, 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 forever, ever, never throw it down your drain or straight into the trash can. Two ways that I know of disposing of it: waiting till it cools down. I suggest putting in like a bowl or something like that, like a, you know, like a bowl you used to eat out of, and wait until it cools down. And then just pour it back in the bowl using, I forgot what a funnel. I mean, pour it back into the bottle you got it from if you're not using the bottle anymore, and throw that away. Or sometimes I'll just throw it outside in the backyard. And yeah, but I'm gonna still wait till it cools down, just so it doesn't just absolutely kill the grass. But those are two ways. It's possible to recycle oil. If you have a place around you that takes oil, you can ask if, you know, they'll take your oil so you can recycle it. Alright, so yeah, I got my rice and salmon croquettes. Taste test. Rice is good. That's good. That's good. So, add a little bit of extra salt. I do advise that. The main star of the show is delicious. With some rice. I advise y'all to try this at home. Very good. Little leftovers episode. Yeah. I did buy a few things. Maybe like the coconut oil. But you know, you can use almost any oil to fry things. So if you don't have the fish fry, the bread mix, that's like $1 or $2. Yeah, I advise you all to try this. Leftovers episode 2. Salmon croquettes and some rice. Hope y'all have learned a new way to feed yourselves. Enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment. Thank you. Peace.